hand woven is very much comfortable for Muga Silk worm. So Muga Silk, so it is better to go for weaving in with good design. And designing also that thread, whatever it is utilized in the thread, that thread can be used as with natural dye. Nowadays people are using airy thread, tasser thread, using natural dye. So that is also new aspect we can put into the Muga Silk, development of Muga Silk. And also the loom, whatever loom, it is mati hal, when subtle. But the frame, it is whatever frame it is, same wooden frame. Before it was wooden frame, now it has shifted to the steel frame. But steel frame is not good. We can improve the wooden frame so that the texture of fabric will be good. And design and branding and marketing, all those things, it comes under the weavers. And there are so many other points also that making for entrepreneur development. Silkworm that not only Muga silkworm, with the silkworm there is one new aspect we can go for, that silk tourism. Rhino tourism is there in Kaziranga. It is done by declared by some English people so long back. But we do not have any preserved area for silkworm. So if we can do something for conservation of one area, demarcated area for silkworm, so silkworm will grow inside that campus and people will enjoy whatever the silk processing and all activities with some expert person there. So that concept can be grown. Some person, if they united together and go, and of course some policy makers should be there, and some approach to the government also. It is very important to make a silk tourism. What I feel that it is a very important part, and it is the time to conserve a area, locality, like Kaziranga is a home for one horn rhino. We are very proud of that, no? But we feel that for silkworm also, one place should be there like Kaziranga, so that all people know that there Assam silk is there. We can go and we can see activities, whatever we can do there. They stay there, they do the activities, they enjoy the local people with some local custom, culture, food, everything should be there. So that concept can be considered. Then pipa is delicacy for some indigenous people. It is full of fats and protein. But it can be used for the good cushion in the restaurant also. If some entrepreneurs come forward and do something for edible pipa from silkworm. As I mentioned before, that wastage sericin. So we have developed one system that we can, without using any chemical, we can extract fibrin from sericin. So that moment the sericin left behind with water. Sericin always water soluble, so that from that water we can extract sericin, and that sericin we can utilize in other chocolate making, food additive. Then non-textile uses like making ornaments and also cosmetics, medicine purpose, because that is edible pure protein. So we can utilize, and also fibrin also we can utilize as a powder. It can be done in like 14 micron size powder, and that powder can be used in pharmaceutical use and also cosmetics also. People are doing in around China and Thailand, that people they are utilizing all those things, but here that entrepreneurs has not done so far. So we can start, we can think all those things with silkworm. I am talking about Muga silk also, but we are very rich. Assam is very rich in airy silkworm also. So airy is very hard silkworm. We can produce very luxuriously airy silkworm, and from airy also we can start that entrepreneurship utilizing fibrin and sericin silk. And there are some more applications, but nanoparticle also possible. for targeted drug delivery in medical science. Nanoparticles also there, because silk is very congenial for human health because it is pure protein and it is from protein from natural. So no artificial thing is not there. So we can utilize. And we also identified the pigment, whatever pigment that attracted the Muga silk, no, that golden color, that pigment we have identified. So we extracting that pigment also, we can go for another, the cotton, if with the cotton fabric we use that pigment, so it will become like golden Muga silk. And also another important point we need to mention that adulteration of silkworm, Muga silkworm with tassar, that is very challenging nowadays because people are cheated. If you go to buy a pure Muga set in the market, you 98% you will be cheated because nowadays tassar is mixing with Muga and they are selling it with the premium price of Muga like 50,000, 60,000 a pair of clothes. Mekhla or traditional dress. So it is very challenging nowadays. So to avoid that, we have developed some technique so that we can identify whether it is Muga or tassar. Muga is a GI product. STEC is the authority for that. I was a technical person for obtaining GI of Muga in 2007. 2017, 10 years after it is re-registered, again 2027, again it has to be reinstalled, but the Muga mark still it is not putting in the cloth. That is another problem. Anyways, I want to conclude here, and also there are so many government schemes for developing entrepreneurship, and also now one scheme is coming, the Senenzuri. Perhaps you got the information that Government of India, they are providing 400 crores of money for the developing Muga silk in Assam. If some interested entrepreneur is there, then they can go for that sanitary scheme also, how it helps to develop. In future, the Muga silkworm, the future is very bleak. But we hope for the best that some people, some entrepreneur will come forward to do honestly and hard work, dedicated with full dedication to protect and conserve Muga silkworm in future.